We're going to start off with the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. That's going to be a 12 p.m. Eastern start time. Now, Georgia's the 14-point favorite on the road here. Total's 42 and a hook. Very low total there. Now, we're 3-1 in our last four daily best plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. And access to those premium sports picks costs just $1.99. We're also hitting at 67% in our last 9 extra daily picks on that very same website. And access to those plays, that extra daily pick, costs just $2.99. Now we have well over 790 members signed up and active on that page. And if you want to join those folks and get in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. Now, if you like Kentucky in a big upset at home here in this matchup, the Wildcats are plus $6 for some money line cash. Kentucky is coming off a double-digit loss at home to Missouri. They scored just 3 points through 3 quarters against the Tigers. That's going to put Kentucky at just 2-3 on the season. They're also throwing for a measly 142 yards a game. Terry Wilson, he's yet to break the 600-yard mark passing-wise through 5 games. He's only thrown 4 touchdown passes all year as well. He's also got only 1 receiver with more than 68 receiving yards on the season as well. And as much as folks like to talk about this Kentucky defense, just keep in mind they gave up 42 to Ole Miss and 29 to Auburn, so they can be exploited. The Wildcats have failed to cover the number in 3 out of their 5 ball games this season as well. They're taking on a 3-1 Georgia team who's rushing for 165 yards a game. Zamir White is gaining 4.2 yards a carry, and he scored 5 touchdowns on the ground. Wide receiver Kearis Jackson also has 21 catches for 323 yards and a score. He's averaging nearly 16 yards per reception. This Georgia offense is scoring 33 points a game, 31 points a game in their couple of road contests. Meanwhile, defensively, these guys are allowing just 19 points a game and less than 67 yards per contest on the ground. Now, linebacker Azeez Ojulari leads the program with 3 sacks along with 3 forced fumbles, 2 PDs, and a fumble recovery. Monty Rice is currently leading the team in tackles from the other linebacker position as well. 24 tackles, 1 sack, and a defensive touchdown for Rice. Now, this Bulldog defense has 8 takeaways through 4 games, mostly thanks in part to the play of defensive back Richard LeCount, who has 3 interceptions thus far in the season, 13 total tackles for Richard. Now, injury-wise, looks like Wilson, Dort, and Bohanna have been listed as questionable for Kentucky. And when it comes to the total in this one, Georgia's last 2 straight got over the posted number. They're once again averaging 31 points a game when they travel. Meanwhile, the Wildcats of Kentucky have been able to put up 33 points a game on their home field themselves. So with all that said and done, I think it should go over the number. Give me the Georgia Bulldogs minus 14 and the over 42.5 in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for SEC football week 9. But before, college football week 9, SEC football like week 4 or 5. I don't know. All the different conferences started at different times. But anyway, before we dive into some more free content here, just got to quickly remind you once again that we are currently 3-1 in our last 4 daily best plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. And access to that content costs just $1.99. We're also hitting at 67% in our last 9 extra daily picks on that site as well. We currently have over 790 members signed up and active on that site. And if you want to join them and get in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. Hey, I'd love to have you. I'm looking forward to seeing you sign up here this week, next week, in due time. But anyway, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we're going to take a look at LSU taking on Auburn. Can't find it here. There we go. 3:30 p.m. Eastern start time. LSU's -3 on the road. Total 63 points.